extra day of rest helping this team out at all?
Oh, yeah. Extra day of rest is always good. So we were hoping we got it off, and we got the text on Saturday or Friday night. So, yeah, we definitely took advantage of that.
What would you do if you're Saturday?
I just rested my body, took care of bills and things like that. Got car fixed up a little bit, and then I just chilled at home, rested my body a little bit.
Is that code for sleeping in?
Oh, yeah.
And where's the confidence in the defense right now? I mean, you guys have had a couple good, I think it's like 14 quarters in a row. You guys have played extremely well. Where's the confidence? I would say the confidence is there. It's in all of us, and we know we're young, but we're being coached really well, and I know what we can do as a group, and we can continue to get better. So, what kind of challenges Wisconsin pose?
It's a big challenge, and we know what kind of team they are. They're a really good team, and we just got to prepare and prepare our best we can this week to do what we got to do.
Feel a little different on Friday when you guys were kind of more or less teeing off on a quarterback the way that you were? I mean, you had more sacks in that game than multiple games this season.
It did feel a lot different. It felt like kind of like we were invincible, like there's nothing that they could have done to stop us. But that's the feeling that we want other teams to see. So it was fun.
Is that something that carries over? You see Ben get a sack or Carlos get a sack, and then everybody on that defensive line or defensive front starts to feel like their opportunity's next?
Oh, yeah. That's definitely how it works. Once I see somebody or another player, or as far as the D-line, once we see somebody get a sack, we're like, oh, it's my turn next. So we just get more hungrier and hungrier.
For this game, so often it seems like to get to the West title, it kind of runs through Nebraska, Wisconsin, Iowa is what Mo Berry said, I guess. Do you see it the same way?
I see it as there's a few teams that we have to beat to get there, and this is one of those teams that we have to beat if we want to get to where we want to go.
So do you try not to lend this game any more context than any other game?
Nope. We just continue what we've been doing all weekend preparing, and you can't really change up anything now. We're on a good roll right now, so we're going to keep doing what we've always done.
Is it hard to have that mentality? Because, I mean, since you've been here, the two games have been really close. I mean, your redshirt year was a loss here at home, and then last year I imagine you were on the road for that game at Camp Randall. I mean, is it hard to just treat it like it's the same as playing Rutgers or the same as playing Illinois?
I would say your training should be the same, but obviously as a person, as a team, it's not the same, and it's a bigger game, and you know what you got to do. But I would say it's a big game for us, but this is definitely one of the teams that we have to.
Is there a part of you that feels more compelled to watch more film or to spend more time after practice or to ask more questions, that kind of thing?
Yeah. There was, you got to definitely watch your film this week and be on your keys, because anything that can give us an edge to winning, it trickles down to all the small things like what you do today matters to that game Saturday. So
those first two games with these guys, I mean, is that stuck in your memory at all?
Say that again?
Two tight losses to this team. I mean, does that stick in the memory at
all?
all?
Yeah, it definitely sticks in the memory, and you think about that, and you just want to do whatever you can as a team and as a player to make sure that doesn't happen again, and make sure what you're doing. Maybe do extra things to get it done. So, definitely.
How much enthusiasm do you get, or not enthusiasm, like how much more pumped up, I should say, do you get when it's a night game in the stadium? Adrenaline is the word I was thinking of.
It's been definitely a big factor, because when you look out, I try not to see the crowd or look into the crowd, because then you start getting starstruck. But definitely when you see a big crowd like that, it kind of gets you fired up and like, oh man, this is big time. So it's definitely a fuel factor for me.
How important would that be for the crowd, especially on third down? Cornerbrook was 8-8, but they're pretty automatic on third down lately. How big is that going to be this week on emphasis?
It's going to be real big, and especially if the crowd's loud and cheering, it's going to be hard for them to run their offense and get things done. So.
Hey, how much has Chris Jones been around, even though he's been hurt? It sounds like he's not gone anywhere.
He's definitely been around. He's as far as I can see, I speak to Chris a lot. He's doing everything he can to get back to playing with us, and we all see that. So he's, has his head down. He's working hard to get back. So
It's always been his mindset that he's going to play this year, right? I mean, even from the beginning. Did he say that to you, or like?
You could just tell by the way he acts, and we all know he loves to play with us, or he loves playing football in general, and he wants to get back as soon as he can and play with his brothers. So we all saw that from day one when that first happened. So
have you ever had a knee injury like that before?
A knee injury? No. The most I've had was a MCL strain, but glad that's the one thing I've had. So.
Is it hard to, MCL still?
Yeah.
Is it still hard to come back from that, even in?
Yeah, knee injuries are really hard because even when you get back, you're a little timid to play on it. But we have really good trainers, and he's been working with Mark, and I've seen him, doing his drills, and he looks ready to go. So.
Does he work out after practice? Is that? I think I've seen him once or twice or something. Do you know how he's been working?
I don't know. He's kind of like a ghost. Like you see him, and then you don't see him, but he's working.
Right.
So.
He's around.
Yeah.
But it's not him. Thanks.
How's Coach Prella just been as an influence to you guys so far?
He's a big influence. He tells us every week to get better, and we take that to heart. And we do everything during the week from day one till Saturday. Do everything we can to get better and take care of your bodies. And he's definitely keeping us on track and keeping us level-headed and just always ready to work and never get satisfied.